What's up, guys? Back again, and today we're going to be talking about the 5 things that you need to start a home recording studio. Cue the intro. Woo! Man, it is good to be back. So what's up, guys? My name is Rivera. Hope you guys are staying home and staying safe during these troubled times. I made a quick trip back home because I wanted to give you part 1 of this series of the things that you need to start a home recording studio, or in my case, an apartment home studio. Number 1, and most obviously, we live in a digital age, so you're gonna need a computer. A lot of manufacturers give a list of computer specifications that they would like you to build your computer to. And that's typically going to be a minimum requirement of an i5 Intel processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and at least 15 to 20 gigabytes of internal storage to download the software, all the plugins, and any virtual instruments that may come with item number 2. When you're building your computer, keep this in mind and use that as a frame of reference for a minimum requirement. Everything should meet that limit and then scale up from there. Item number 2 is a digital audio workstation and an audio interface combo. A physical connection point where you plug in direct instruments or microphones directly to your PC through a USB or through Thunderbolt that allows you to track in your DAW. Your DAW is the software. It is your digital audio workstation, which allows you to record, mix, master, and export all of your music files to the world. And it doesn't matter whether you're on PC or Mac, there are so many different types of DAWs. Doesn't matter, all of them have their pros and their cons. And really it's all about you finding what suits your music style and what suits your ears best. Number 3, a good pair of headphones or studio monitors. While headphones are more affordable, unfortunately, these don't give you an accurate representation of what you're recording because they are restricted in the sound field that they're able to give you. That's why studio monitors are a better bet. But if you're coming into this with a budget, this is really going to make a difference for you. I would highly recommend that you invest in a decent pair of studio monitors. I, for example, started with KRK Rokit 2s. Although they're only 5-inch woofers, they've done well for me in the past, and I really, really like them. So if you're just getting started, set a little bit of budget aside and get a nice pair of studio monitors. I promise you, it's going to translate much better into your mixes. Number 4, depends on you, the talent. Are you going to be making beats, or are you going to be recording vocals and guitars? Because you have 2 different paths. If you're only making beats, I recommend that you get a MIDI keyboard with programmable beat pads. If you're going to be recording vocals and guitars, for example, you've got a couple options for microphones. Most often, you're going to see dynamic or condenser microphones. Dynamic microphones tend to be used in live settings where you need to cancel out any feedback from instruments that you're playing, other artists, or other instruments around you. On the other side is condenser microphones. These microphones require 48 volts of phantom power to use, and they are much more sensitive and much more delicate than dynamic microphones. So make sure that when you are investing in your audio interface, make sure that they will allow you to send 48 volts to your condenser microphones before you start recording. I, for example, have been using the Blue Reactor microphone, or even this Sterling ST59 that I use for voiceovers. I've also got a number of Lewitt small condenser microphones that I use for tracking guitars, but of course, that's for a later video. And finally, number 5, and this is possibly the most important item that I can give to you, invest in an external hard drive. You can have all the talent in the world, you can have all the money in the world, but the moment that you lose all of your recordings, it will break your heart. I've been there, and it's horrible. Please, get an external hard drive. You will not regret it. Take $100 out of your budget, spend it on a 1 terabyte hard drive, and back it up routinely. So that concludes my list of the top 5 things that you need to start a home recording studio. So, while editing this video, a couple of things have come to my attention. Number 1, when I was talking about microphones in section 4, I gave you dynamic and condenser microphones. There's a third option known as ribbon microphones, which we'll cover in a later video. Number 2, in my haste to get this video done in 1 weekend, I didn't shoot an outro, so we're gonna do that properly. And number 3, I really need a haircut. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, drop a comment down below, and please subscribe. It really does make a difference. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. But for now, have a good one.